PolitiKan per usual. It's your boy Gangsta National. We're here at the Blue Cigar Podcast Lounge, San Bernardino, getting it in. Got to shout out our sponsor, and you already know, Exotic Props, man. When you're pulling up, get your Exotic Props, man. Get to it. I got the special guest today, man. I got the homie. Got to pop in, man. He a frequent. My nigga, worst news. What's the deal, fool?
How you doing? How you doing?
Shit, same old shit, same old shit. So it's 2024, man. What you been on? What's the play for the new year?
The bag out music too.
It's out already? What's the play?
We working on that, man. It's can't rush greatness, and I'm a perfectionist, so right now it sounds marvelous. It's something different.
So what is it about this project that's gonna be different from the others?
I keep hearing the state of hip hop and music on the West Coast and how it's repetitive, same rigmarole, same old shit. So it's gonna be something different. This is something different totally.
So what's your thoughts on the current state of the West? You know, at that report card there, everybody talking shit, you know, a lot of media outlets are saying, you know, these artists ain't putting in the work. My niggas is putting out the same bullshit, y'all. But what is your thoughts on the West Coast as far as from the artist standpoint?
This shit, a lot of that shit garbage. I know that I don't listen to because it's garbage. It's the same old shit. Like, nigga invented styles and niggas be like, oh, that shit worked for him. I'm gonna try it. And then you got the next nigga doing it and the next nigga doing it. So it's just like a bunch of copycats. There's no originality.
But do anybody tell them, like, hey, this shit trash? Because I think a lot of niggas got the homies that make music for the homies. So the homies like, yeah, this shit go up, and they go up to it. So they're thinking, oh, look, I made it for the homies. The homies going up to it. It must be that shit.
A lot of people got a problem with the truth. Like, you can tell a nigga right now, like, that ain't it. They gonna be like, man, they like you, like, they're not gonna tell you the truth. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's not it, bro. Got a couple niggas that'll tell you, like, your real partners will tell you, like, nah, that ain't it, bro. They'll be like, what you mean that ain't it? Like, I don't know, hater shit, like, you asking me my opinion, that ain't it. Like, it's offbeat. You sound like you read it off a fucking piece of paper as you recite it.
See, these niggas going to punch in. They ain't even rapping. They ain't even writing bars. 16s is dead. That's a thing of the past. Niggas ain't writing 16s no more. Niggas is in there on the punch in.
Yeah, you going back to the old, that's why this bang out music too is gonna show niggas like, you gotta actually come with some shit. I don't do no punches. If I fuck up on the take, we're gonna start it back over from the top. So that's just how I work. I'm a perfectionist. Like, quality over quantity. Niggas is putting out a lot of songs, yeah, but a lot of that shit garbage. And a lot of music is made for party. The party scene. Like, what about the niggas that don't party?
Huh?
There's a lot of people that don't party. What about the nigga that go to work and go home and got responsibilities?
Because they say black women are the biggest consumers. So a lot of niggas want to make the music for the black women so that it get played in the strip club, so that the strippers go up to it, and that's how they feel like they can get on. If I get all the most popular strippers to dance to it, everybody gonna remember when Persuasion was up there shaking her ass to my shit.
That shit cool, but how long that shit lasts? That party shit don't last forever. Come on, Tupac can make a bunch of party shit. That shit still playing. You'll listen to Dear Mama before you hear Listen I Get Around, nigga. Tell me about my life. You gonna listen to some deep shit and feel like that party shit cool. What happens when you like a party movie? You wanna listen to some shit that's real. What if you go into some shit? Party shit ain't just feeling motivates you. You wanna hear a nigga talk about some shit you can relate to. So I'd rather give people relatable music. It's not about copying the next thing, man. That's what the game has become, man. And niggas don't want the lack of originality. That's the biggest thing. Like, white California makes you want to sound like these Detroit niggas. To the point where you do it.
A lot of niggas over there.
To the point where you like was retarded like you doing it. Even they laughing at you, like, look at this garbage ass thing.
But then they go pay these niggas for features and pay these beat makers to make these type of beats. If that shit never go nowhere. Your music is regional and never reach anywhere else but LA County.
Man, look, that whole report card shit, my honest take on it, I could give a fuck with you guys. His opinion on it. I don't even when he did the Inland Empire one, I wanted to include it, but I didn't get mad, like, because I don't give a fuck about his opinion.
So why you think so many niggas want to be on a report card? Do they just want the clout, or do they want the real critique?
They don't want the real critique, because when niggas really critique them, they get mad. Like, what the fuck? Like, you can't be like, yeah, like, I want to be on the report card, and that nigga actually give me his honest opinion about your shit, and you get mad. Like, can't ask for something and then get mad when it's given to you. Like, that's the weirdest shit ever.
So what about a 20 versus 1? Should you do a 20 versus 1? You ain't seen these 20 versus 1 platforms? So they have a rapper there, they have 20 bitches come, they line up, and they all try to get at you, and you eliminate them each round until you get to the last round where you gotta pick.
Bro, I ain't got time for shit like that. I'm grown. Fuck, I want.
But this is the most popular form of content that rappers are doing right now. Why would you not?
Is that shit?
You don't want to get your face out there?
Originality. Get your face out there without following the next nigga. Make your presence felt. Make your presence felt. Think about it. 50 made his presence felt, right? Jay-Z made his presence felt. Yeah. Nas, Lil Wayne, the niggas made their presence felt. Jeezy and the niggas made their presence felt. You knew who the niggas was when they stepped in the room without doing that goofy shit, right? So why I gotta do that? Like, why I want to follow the next nigga? Like, that's cool, that worked for you, but that you looking for a whole crowd. Like, I'm not like, yeah, it's cool for my songs to be in the strip club, but I'd rather you listen to my shit before you get to the strip club.
So, what type of music are you looking to make? Are you making like that, like gangster shit? Like motivational shit?
Motivational street shit. Like, you feel me? I'm from the streets. Like, I relate to the streets. Like, so that's what I'm gonna talk about. I can talk about, nigga, being an inmate. Like, nigga, what they know about being an inmate, your people gotta press 5 just to talk to you. They can't relate to that type of shit.
But being a gangster is watered down at the same time.
It's not about being a gangster. It's about being speaking your.
But when these niggas ain't never lived that, to get on the mic and speak the same shit that you speaking, how can the people tell the difference between the real and the fake? Because I think that's the problem with this.
The demographic I follow and listen to, the niggas are all older. So I don't respect the young niggas to listen to what I'm talking about. They can't understand it. These young niggas don't even like to listen to the old niggas. They act like we ain't been through it, lived through it, and set a foundation for them to follow. Like, they forget that. They just think like, nah, that old nigga don't know what he's talking about. Like, shit, all right. Niggas live the street life. Like, I'm 34. I'll be 35 and shit, bro. I done lived through a lot of shit, seen a lot of shit, walked the main line, all that shit. Been in all type of fucking tricky situations, like real combat type situations, and like, you tell a young nigga like, hey bro, take my advice and some shit, they get mad. So when I get to rapping, it's a nigga somewhere that's my age that'll listen to my shit and be like, I know what he's talking about. The older people, like niggas like you feel me, the nigga behind the cameras, like them type of niggas that's older in our age group that know what I'm talking about, they're gonna be like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been there. It's for those type of niggas around, and these niggas that want to this party shit. It's relatable music. It's pain music. Niggas like that pain. Why? Because niggas go through the same type of pain you go through. And when they see a nigga that's going through, that been through the type of shit and you talking about it, they gonna be like, I understand that. Like that pain in me. Niggas love that pain in me because like they like, that nigga talking some shit. Like he's talking some shit. And they can relate to it. So for me, it don't matter if a young nigga relate to it. Because they're gonna start listening to it when sometimes you gotta play my shit over and over to understand it. And that's all right. But a person like you, I know you gonna hear it the first time and be like, oh, you talking that shit. Feel me? So like that's what I'm doing. Like I don't want to follow the cloud. I don't need the cloud. It's not about the cloud. It's about talking. I talk for the niggas that live their life like me, that been through the type of struggle I've been through, that can't speak for themselves.
So then how do you use social media to leverage a crowd? I seen you doing like the promo with the Cold World. You know what I'm saying? He was taking them fucked up situations, you know what I'm saying, putting them out there putting a song over it. It's a cold world. You know what I'm saying? How you go about curating content to keep up in this market when you coming from a different standpoint?
When you talking that shit, and like think about it, cold world. It's a lot of cold shit going on. You might walk in, your baby mama fucking your homeboy. Cold world. You feel me? So it's like I make the songs, and it's like the shit that's falling in my lap as far as the content. Because it's relatable shit. It's shit that we go through every day. When you talk about shit that you go through in life every day, hell yeah, it's gonna be easy for me to find shit to put with it. Like, oh, this is easy.
So are you looking to like get any features? Is anybody else gonna be featured on this album? Like
On the Bad Guy Music, yeah, I got a couple features on it. I got FM.
yeah.
So far, I got FM the rapper. I got my team. Like everybody that's on my team, like it's just like I'm treating this like a mafia instead of like we're an organization. So everybody on my team, the niggas just talking on it so far. My cousin Ray talking on it, Charlie talking on it, my brother go talk on it, Sir go talk. Like this is the team. And everybody that's a part of this organization, my family and my team, they're gonna speak, they're gonna start talk some bullshit on this night.
So for people that haven't heard any of your music, you have to point them to one track that let them know who you are as an artist. Who would that one track be?
What track? Haters.
Why that one?
It's so raw when they get to asking you some real questions that I don't think that you ask yourself on a daily basis if you was in the streets.
Real shit. So all these the stories you tell in your music, is this from personal experiences or shit that you've seen?
Personal shit that I've seen, shit that my niggas go through, shit that I see, and it's just the art of storytelling. Some of it I can just, you feel me? Like tell a story. It don't necessarily gotta be my story, but I see it. And if I got the vernacular to do it in a certain way with my pen, I'm gonna do it.
So
Like Strapped to Die, like I don't know a Tyrone that personally went through what I'm talking about on that song, but I'm telling you a story of what could happen to a nigga named Tyrone.
so who are you listening to now? As far as these artists, are you listening to any of these new niggas that's like, or is it like
What reason are we talking about?
I'm just talking about like on your playlist? What
My playlist,
period? It's not
you're gonna hear some Conway, The Machine, you're gonna hear some Benny the Butcher, you're gonna hear some Babies, you're gonna hear some G Perico, you're gonna hear some K Boy. Who else? Let's see. RJ gonna get some play. YG get some play. Snoop, of course. The old heads, you feel me? Nas, of course.
you mentioned a lot of West Coast artists. Do you plan on like getting a feature or working with any of these artists like the table?
In the future, possibly. But as of now, like, no, I'm gonna make you be like, damn, who is this nigga? When you hear the music, I'm gonna make them want to work with.
So as far as like visuals, what's the plan for the visuals for this upcoming project?
Crazy.
How your visuals gonna stand out?
Like movies. I want to shoot videos, but I want to shoot movies. It's a difference. Talking nice. A lot of these cats don't want to spend the money. They just think they're gonna make a song and not spend no money. Like, all right, we put the song out, we think it's hot. And they don't really put no work into it.
Now, as a nigga that do production, I produce based on your budget. You have to do your music video for $350, but nigga, you ain't gonna get none of the shit you see here. Nigga, you gonna get the most basic shit. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna tell you to rap in a random ass spot. I'm gonna cut that shit to your music, and that's what you gonna get. If you ain't gonna pay for lighting, if you ain't gonna pay for drone shots, if you ain't gonna pay for actors and girls and different sets, and you're not paying for all that thing, nigga, you're not getting that. So because nigga could get a music video for $350, don't mean you should get a music video for $350.
Right. I agree. So for me, like location. Me and FM got a song called Location that'll be dropping in the next soon. Right. My plan of it, like when he brought the song to me and he was like, hey, you want to get on this? And I heard it, I was like, yeah. And I automatically had a vision. Then after I wrote it and it all came together, I'm like, we need a big house. So I started looking for big houses. They talk about living in type houses, in movies. Like I want to do that. I want to shoot it like it's a movie. Like I don't want to. I want niggas to be like, damn, they went all out for this. It's different when you look at something niggas you know, and you be like, I was there when they shot this. But the niggas put bread into them. They paid me such and such. I know it's house costs. Like you can tell when a nigga tell you like, yeah, where we shoot this at? Hey, yeah, we gonna shoot this at Whoopie Wild Man, man. They come with a treatment. They already tell you what they want to do. That's the person that sat back, wrote the record. It's different. That's not just so black, but that's the artistry. It's the artistry for me. It's art. I treat it like art.
So have you had like a mentor in this game or somebody that like showed you the ropes? How are you learning to navigate?
I was I was being TMG. You know, that's my cousin. So he was around a lot of big dogs.
Shout out to TMG.
Shout out to TM. He was in a
Shout
lot
out
of
to Krillin.
he was in a lot of rooms. And I was always with him. So I remember being in rooms with Warren G and Snoop and Big A and certain niggas, and they talking a given game about the industry, and I sat back and I just soaked it up like a sponge. You gotta sit back. You gotta learn. A lot of niggas don't want to learn, so I'm gonna learn like this. I'm gonna learn, and I'm gonna pick your brain. Like I'm gonna ask questions, and I'm gonna just watch and figure it out as it goes. Like for me, I'd rather be independent. I don't want to deal. Niggas be like, why I don't want to deal? Like, what I want to deal for? So I can get fucked? Nah. If I know I can walk in the bank and get a loan, I'd rather do that. Pay the bank.
For real.
Instead of paying niggas that's gonna take my work when it come out. You know, if you make a song and it's a hit, they finna do. You barely get any money off that song.
You got a tour off of it.
The publish shit, all that shit is gone. Like, I own my own publishing company, so it's like I do that. Like I'm on a label. Like, what I really
So what's the label?
Heartless Music, everything Heartless. Clothing line Heartless, publisher Heartless Music, publisher. Like, everything is. I need all my front end and back end. I need all my money. And I watched this and I heard like why you gonna sign the deal. If they give you, they ain't telling you what they're gonna do in this contract. These folks, you walk in there. I understand you going through some shit. I'm going through something. I need the money just like you need the money. But it's like you watching it, you knowing you being fucked. Like why would I allow that? Openly knowing I'm getting fucked. Like that's the ultimate disrespect. Like I know they're fucking, but there's nothing I can do about it because I already signed the contract. Like niggas think these artists is. Why do you think they doing so many shows? And niggas is broke. They're trying to keep up and they want the look. And social media is a dangerous playground. You feel me? But like I said, talking like none of that shit matters, bro. I care about what you feel on social media.
So as you grow in this industry and get closer to where you want to be, how do you separate yourself from the streets and all the bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Because you got your Rialto out anthem out, you know what I'm saying? I see you in the video out with all the homies. You know what I'm saying? How do you separate yourself from that shit as you elevating this game?
Gotta remember the goal. If the goal is to make a better way for your people, then you gotta feel me. I can fuck with y'all on the based on the pull up. I'm gonna pull up fucking niggas and niggas like, all right, this is work. Like this is a real career for me. Like I'm willing to go work for this. A lot of niggas not willing to go work for it. So me knowing that and knowing that I fucked off opportunities in the past, now I'll be like, you know what? Like, yeah, I'm fucking to others for a minute and then I gotta go. I still got kids. So me doing the music thing is like, all right, if it when it blow, as it is, when it takes off, I'll be able to leave something for my kids. You know, they'll never have to want. And it comes back to being a man. You gotta be a man before a gangster. The most gangster shit you can do is be a father to your children. So, my father go first.
That's one thing, like, so a lot of our generation is fathers that I know that are deadbeats. You know what I'm saying? And I think that really skipped our generation for as far as on the West Coast, because all the niggas I know is in their child's life. And I wouldn't be a homie with a nigga that wouldn't be a father to the child. Because niggas see, like, nigga, you out chasing bitches, but you ain't with your kids. You out in the strip club, but you ain't seeing your kids. You don't know how they doing. Like, those type of niggas, we got a certain code that we live by. But that code has essentially we a life of a dying breed, because that code ain't with the younger generation. Why you think that the code is different for them, or why is there a lack of a code? Code is whoever the nigga with the money, that's who we follow. Why you think it's like that?
Because they like shiny shit. Everything they glitters up on. They like shiny shit. They into all this shiny shit. A lot of that shit don't even be real. It's just material shit. Honestly, the younger generation is influenced by shiny shit. Oh, this nigga got a Benz. A nice, pretty little bitch. And they get money.
I mean, but they getting money in a different way. They scamming. We had to. You was a hustler, you flocked, or you was a jack boy. I mean, that pretty much was it as far as the streets. You did one of the three. These young niggas are scamming and punching in, and it's a whole different world. So the most gangster niggas is niggas that is really the most nerdiest niggas in the hood, knowing the whole computer shit and how to manipulate the computer. So these niggas is really following the most nerdiest niggas in the hood. And that's why the streets is off balance. You know what I'm saying? And niggas just be trying to hit their wagon. Some niggas thinking that, hey, and when he come up, I'm gonna be on the scene with this nigga. And they don't really care if that nigga music is trash or if that nigga stand on business or not. All they care about is if, you know, when that nigga get on, I got a seat next to that nigga.
Even the telling niggas, they like shit. The nigga got the money, he tell him, you didn't tell on me.
Even niggas like Kodak, you go take $1 million from 6ix9ine and do a feature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you turn down $1 million if 6ix9ine offered you the feature?
Yeah, my turn to down. Yeah. I'm standing on business. I'm not, can't make a mockery out of me. I'm still a street nigga at the end of the day, so it's still niggas that's gonna be outside of the industry. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is up with that? Really? Wow.
But, like, I see shit like YouTubers. They walk around with big ass bodyguards and they start shit with niggas in the mall and shit. And then when niggas get ready to punch their ass out, these big ass bodyguards get involved.
They gonna pop you in a bodyguard. You can't be doing that shit to everybody. That shit don't work with everybody. I be watching all like the pranks. They be walking up on niggas and niggas neighborhoods, fucking with niggas. Like, bro, like, don't do that shit to me. Because niggas don't really fuck you up. You gonna run, like, it's the camera. Like, they gonna fuck around and beat the guns up too. Like, because it's like, bro, like, why are you playing? Niggas really get hurt like that.
Nah, but this generation,
I'm not, that's that want to be famous and clout. That's the chasing the clout. That's for views.
There used to be one nigga that played too much. We all had that homie. That nigga just.
But that nigga knew not to go too far. We all had that one homie, but he knew not to take it too far. Like, you get to start doing goofy and J-Cat type shit, you know, that's your ass. You might think ain't nothing gonna happen to you, but like, all right, niggas straight you out. Like, nah, that shit not cool. The younger generation is just, they influenced by different shit, and we just grew up different. We grew up with different rules, and they think that those rules don't apply. And then when they get in certain places where they gotta deal with the older niggas, they do all this shit, and they learn. Like, these young niggas think everything cool, so they gotta go sit down.
Hell yeah, when they go sit down, nigga.
And then they learn like, oh shit, ain't nobody in here to protect me. Shit, they gotta have a business. You gonna get your ass whipped, and you gonna start learning. Like, nah, the way you think you out there fucking around, they come home. Like, think about it. Young niggas go to prison and come home, the niggas be having a different mindset. Like, this shit is not a game. Y'all think this shit a game? Shit is not a game. Straight up. Like, that shit cute. What happens when that nigga with all the money is scamming and shit tell on you? That's the thing that they don't be ready for. Like, what happens when y'all out there doing business and he put you on and the shit go bad and tell on the whole operation? You gotta go down too.
It's ugly.
It's ugly.
And them niggas, when you get in there, you won't have to line it up. Ain't no way around it. And niggas gonna see it in your eyes as soon as you step in there. So if you ain't ready for the action, man, it's gonna get ugly real fast.
Real fast. You gotta go in there and get it out the way.
Immediately. So back to the music. As far as like your beat selection, what sonically, how is this album gonna sound? What is this project gonna sound like? Or what type of flow? Cause like everybody, you brought up Nip, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know like the marathon, that shit was cinematic. That shit from A to Z, that shit sounded like a movie. Like a soundtrack to a movie. Is that what you looking for?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a mindful soundtrack. Different beat selections, different sounds. A little bit of West. It's gonna sound like some shit from the East. It's gonna sound like some shit from down south. It's just I pick different beats, and the beats like they really be picking me. So I hear certain shit, and I might be like, okay, we gonna pick this. Like I have my producers send some shit, and I be asking for shit. These other niggas don't be like, I go backwards. They go forward. So they'll sample some shit and speed it up.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just letting it ride. I need that jazzy type of shit that you can pop your head to. Hop in the car with your bitch and then be like, hey, this is serious. And she gonna nod her head. So like, twist up a bit to this. Hold on. Turn that on. Like, I need that shit you gonna be like, yeah, bring the old schools out on a Saturday or a Sunday. Drop the top. Write down PCH. Play that shit. Like, that's what I'm trying to bring. The old school playing shit, but I'm still telling stories. Talking that street shit.
So what about performances? Have you been performing lately? What's that looking like?
No, I ain't been performing lately. I've been working on this project. That's the biggest thing. Like niggas just want to go and keep performing whole songs like that. I want to give y'all some new shit. So y'all be listening to it when I get up there, like damn. Like that's what I usually do. When I go to festivals, if I got some new shit coming out, I'll drop that new shit the day of the festival. So soon as the nigga be like, hey, where can I find this? It's on my shit. Go listen to it right now. It just dropped today.
So one question I like to ask all the artists is, if an A&R walked in the building right now, and you had to play on one track, and this was an opportunity, everything you've been working for, what would be that one track that you gonna play that A&R?
Stop it, bro.
And why? What is it about that track
It's
that's
just so gritty.
so?
It take you to be like, ooh, that's real.
So what is that for people that ain't heard it? What describe that song to the people?
Drop the Dives is pretty much telling you like if you don't have your blicky, if you ain't got your thing on you, then it get ugly. It ain't fair out here in these streets. Niggas ain't playing for, they're not playing fair. Niggas a bust your head.
For real. Ain't no fair ones.
Ain't nothing for them.
Only the homies get a fair one.
But and sometimes it be your homies that be the ones that want to do it. So you gotta subscribe to God no matter what. Like, and I know a lot of niggas hear me say that, like, try to be like G-Z, like, no, like, I'm being real. Like, where we come from, and this is speaking of California as a whole, from the north to the south, you gotta be strapped, or if not, that's your ass. Like, come on now, they riding niggas on Melrose, and walking in the mall, flocking the wall.
Broad daylight.
Like, what happens when I'm with my daughter, or my daughters, and some shit like that go on, and the niggas run up on us and try to, I gotta get jiggy. Right? Stay strapped to me. I'd rather be with it than with I got a lawyer, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with that. You feel me? I'll make a phone call, we'll call it. I know the consequences, I know the costs. But you feel me? He's a good guy. We want to know. You feel me? So I'm not, but yeah, you gotta be strapped for that. Like most A&Rs would be like, it reminds me of the old school 50, like really feel like, yeah, like the streets. Not the so-called streets, but the streets.
So what does a studio session look like when you're going in to record?
6 hours. I might do 6 hours. The last one I did 6 hours working. Ain't no bitches.
Straight to work.
Even if the homie and the homegirls they pull up, I'm working. And I tell them before they get there, like, I'm working. Like, can I get in the booth? Like, kill myself. Like, I'm working. Two songs, an hour, maybe 3. Yeah. Take a break, smoke a blunt, go back in, 2 or 3 more songs in that hour.
So you already got everything laid out.
Yeah, we going in there to work. Like, I didn't be rehearsing this shit. So by the time I get in there, it's one take day. But if I like swag it out, boy, swag it the way you do that shit you be doing. My team would be like, nah, that ain't it. Do it again. But swag it, do that shit you be doing.
But as far as features, do they come in with the same? Do y'all bounce it out and send it? They just send it back.
I don't like that shit. I'm not with that. If I tell you, if I invite you to the studio, and you know the date, the location, everything, and the day of you hit me with a studio song, I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna reply. Come to the studio and feel the vibe. You're not gonna want me to send it to you. And another thing is, if I send you some shit, you might have a nigga, your engineer might get the fucking with you. Like, dog, don't start playing with my vocals and shit. Like, play with your shit. Don't fuck with my shit. Leave my shit alone. And come to the studio. And it's just a better vibe. Like, if you come to the studio, and like next time I'm in there, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do it. You'll see, like, it's we working with it. Last one we did 7 songs. And the only reason why I didn't do 8 or 9 is because my father, he punches. You feel me? But his punches wasn't no bullshit punches. If 16 came through and he did his shit, shout out F16. That film came in, he was like, hey, what you got for me? I got, you want to do a hook on this? And I was going to write a hook. I get nasty on the hooks. But my homie want to get on some shit like, all right, do the hook on this. I already got 2 verses on this.
So coming out of Rialto, coming being an IE-based artist, what challenges do you see as far as making it out of IE? You know, Dr. Style had a little run, Spank Nitty, he just got signed to Hit Boy. You know, there's a few artists making some noise in the IE. Do you see the IE finally elevating as a whole, as far as rap scene?
They doing their thing. They doing their thing. Shout out Doggy Style. Shout out Spank Nitty. Shout out Frank Nitty's son. He doing his thing. Shout out Ladu. Shout out Bryce. The niggas is doing their thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to
niggas is starting to make a wave. You have to. I mean, other niggas come out here and perform. Y'all gonna come and get the money. Y'all might as well listen to the niggas who talk about this one. It's a lot of niggas with talent out this one.
Now I think that it's a lot of like media outlets that are popping up out here, like the Leak podcast doing that shit. So it's a lot of different, you know, the Ox Connect is doing that shit.
Shout out to the bar.
We got PolitiKan
doing that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Keita Rue got a podcast too. Shout out my nigga Keita.
That's what I'm saying. So like the media, how you plan to do a rollout with this album? Are you doing like a listening party? Or you gonna hit the media outlets?
I'm gonna hit the different podcasts and I'm gonna get on there and talk some shit. I might come through dressed up character, like, you know, it's gonna be a lot of shit. It's gonna be a lot of shit. A lot of characteristics.
I remember 50 was doing the curly, coming with the wigs and talking in the voice, talking shit. That shit.
Oh man, we got a lot of shit, man. We got a lot of shit. We got a lot of shit. Glad for this shit, man.
Sir, yes, sir.
On the project too, I'm talking a lot of shit too. The days of niggas talking shit and having intros and talking shit on the songs. And, yeah, we doing that. Taking it back.
So how long you been rapping?
I've been rapping over 15 years.
So what's the difference between Worst Newz the artist now versus Worst Newz when we first started?
I was younger. I didn't really have the direction. I was still learning. I had the bars, but you feel me? And I just started learning. The longer you do it, the better you get on it. So for me, and I've had niggas tell me this, like, you just get better over time. Like, you just gotta keep going. Like, you have the determination and the willingness to just keep going. And no matter what. I had opportunities on the table. I fucked them off by going to jail and shit, so, or prison. So I was like, all right, when I came home, going crazy. And since I got out, I started going crazy with music. Still look back.
But I know in 2023, man, I seen you outside quite a few, you know what I'm saying, prominent places.
Mhm.
How you getting in the doors in all these places? You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing this nigga everywhere.
On PRT. I'll be out 2021, 2022. I was outside. The end of the 21 to 22, yeah, I was outside. A little bit of 23, and then I took a break.
So after this album drop, you hitting the streets?
Yeah, we go. I want to
back
go hit
outside?
New York. I want to go. I want to go deal with it down a little bit.
Have you been to New York? That's something you feel like making a name outside of California is a plan as an artist, or are you looking with this project?
Yeah, a lot. I've been studying. Like I said, I'm a student of the rap game, and I've watched niggas that come from different places come to the West Coast and blow. But I watch niggas that go to other places and get better. Like Nip ended up going to New York and we talked about. And he ended up getting better when he went to New York and made a lot of East Coast connections. And niggas really started listening to him when New York really started fucking with him. Right? All right, 50. Where did he have to come? To the West Coast. Eminem came to the West Coast. Even Ja Rule. That nigga said, I watched the interview with that nigga. He said, nigga, the East Coast wasn't really fucking with my music thing. He said, I came out to the West Coast, took that shit to a radio station, and it blew up. And then the East Coast, they caught on and they got started going crazy.
Well, how everybody's breaking records now is TikTok. Is that the best way to break a record now? Make a song niggas for TikTok too?
Again, if that's what you into, like I'd rather post some shit and be some real shit. And the nigga up the ladder, he hear this shit and be like, y'all heard that nigga with you all whatever? Yes. That's just as good as TikTok. When a major nigga say, hey, you listen to, if a nigga like Jay be like, hey, y'all listen to the worst news, that nigga go hard. Or if a nigga like J. Cole or somebody be like, I'm listening to this new worst news, that shit go crazy. Y'all gonna be like, who the fuck's worst news? I'm finna go, hold on. What they talking about? Background music? I'm finna go. So that gives you a step. So if somebody in the industry listen to your shit too, like that's a cool way to. TikTok can blow your shit up. But you feel me? If a nigga be like, yeah, I'm listening to this Woot Wild Wham, that nigga go hard.
Have you heard about South by Southwest? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, my submission is late. So that shit like next month, I think, for April. So it's too late to do it. So I'll be like, all right, it's cool. But, you know, it's other festivals and shit that's going to be all right.
I think that's one of the biggest things for artists is to capture South by Southwest because you have A&Rs, you have everybody from everywhere all in one place. So yeah, it's in Texas, but it's not a Texas-based event. That's just simple. It's like the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, you get people from everywhere. So it's the Super Bowl of music. And for an artist, that's the best place to break your music. It's people like the Baby that he wasn't even booked to. He went out there and put a diaper on and was doing street performing. And this is how people found the Baby. And this is how he got popular, going to South by Southwest. He had XX He booked himself and paid like 10 performances at South by Southwest and then had a cameraman follow him and made a documentary off of that. And he blew up off of South by Southwest. So I think that is a crucial part and a crucial thing that artists need to take advantage of, especially if you want to be seen by the whole nation. You can touch every place in America in this 2-week festival in South by Southwest. And because it's 2 weeks, you don't even have to be out there that whole 2 weeks. You can carve out 3 days where, hey, I got performances here, and here. Because this performance is morning, day, and night. I think that as an artist, especially on the West Coast, none of the artists are going over there and actually like taking advantage of that shit.
Well, yeah, like I had planned on going, and you know, my submission I should have did it in December, and I had a lot of other shit going on, so I was just like, you know what, I fucked up my opportunity to go. It is a big thing to go to, but then also I learned too, like getting your music in these DJ pools is just important. So like I got a record now that I sent out to DJ Viv. Shout out to DJ Viv. He gonna split that motherfucker. So when you start paying, you gotta pay for certain shit. Like you gotta pay for South by Southwest, or you can pay a DJ, a real DJ, throw your shit in the DJ pool. And being in that DJ pool is important because what happens if you got a hit record, right? And a DJ like DJ Vic, he's spinning somewhere. And Rick Ross or Jeezy or one of them niggas is in the club. And they spin your shit. And your shit hit. Somebody come back to the DJ booth like, hey, play that one song again. Nigga, play that bitch again. Another nigga come back, hey, play that motherfucker one more time. That motherfucker go. And they play that shit again. Now the artist gonna be like, hey, who is this nigga that keep playing? That shit go. Like, they go crazy every time that song goes. So South by Southwest is cool too. But if you get your songs in these DJ pools and you promote these motherfuckers, like marketing is a big thing. So if you marketing is just as good as going to South by Southwest.
I think that a market you would need to tap into is sync. Have you looked into getting your music into the sync market?
Yep.
That you can get it into these movies and
Yep. When I get finished with this project, I feel like I'm doing all of them.
you know what I'm saying? Because when you get your catalog into the sync library, you know, especially with the type of music that you make, it's a Cold War would be perfect for like a power.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That the subject matter in your song matches what they're trying to convey in the TV show or the movie. And every time that shit get a play, you get paid off of that sync. You know,
That's what I'm working on now. So that's why I'm taking my time with this project. Once I finish with that, I'm gonna look into all that. It's a chess game. So every move is my next best move. Like, all right, bam. I know are we gonna pick some singles? Bam, get some DJ packs for them songs. All right. Do a DJ blast, send them off to some DJs. You know, like throw this in the DJ pool, pay the niggas to do it. Niggas don't like to spend the book. So I do that. Yeah, but then we gonna go to the next phase. All right, how can we get this shit into a movie? How can we get this shit on the video? All right, man, do we gotta do the editing version for this? So, all right, we're gonna do everything that we gotta possibly do. All right, man, you got high school tours? All right. What you need for me to do for these high school tours? Oh, you don't need no custom on these songs? You need edited versions? Yeah. You need promotion? Yeah. So it's all about your marketing and what you're willing to pay for. Instead of paying for bullshit ass jewelry and all these bullshit ass features, think about it. These niggas gonna pay for a feature that artist is not gonna fucking market that song for. You think just because that nigga get on a fucking song with you that it's gonna go up, you still gotta promote it, you still gotta market it. If you don't, then you just wasted a nigga pay you. If you tell you $2,500 for a feature, you pay $2,500 for a nigga to just rap on your shit and do nothing with it. That shit don't come with no video, it don't come with no marketing, none of that shit. I've reached out to niggas and niggas tell me like, hey, just for the feature, it's this. But if you want to do the song, Whoop Wild Web, and this, it's this. But, all right. Why? Like, if I could pay that shit in my pocket, I don't need you. Because it can blow up by itself. That'd be the thing with me.
yeah, that's real. So as we wrap this shit up, tell everybody where they could find you and tell everybody where they could find your music, your speeds.
Oh man, I'm on some music, Spotify, on Tidal, Amazon Music, Google. I'm everywhere, man. Everywhere like Visa around this motherfucker. Worst Newz. WORSE space NEWZ. The bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you already know, man. It's been another one. Worst Newz came through, dropping that shit, talking that shit. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Dan Sinatra. We're about to hit outside and hit some of our sponsor, man. That Rich Flower. You already know, man. The Green Label. So if you ain't, get to it, man. You already know. It's your boy Dan Sinatra. I don't know what you're gonna do with your life. I'm gonna get to it, man. We are.
Yeah.
Cook.